up, Air Force? It's your girl Erin Melanie's back again with another video, and today I kind of just wanted to come give y'all a quick little brief little, I guess you could call it something like a life update video. Not really a life update, just like a mini update. There's a few things that I wanted to tell y'all about, but also something that I feel is beneficial to knowing just overall in general, and I feel like should be more just prevalent in terms of just how we go about life and how we apply the way that we were uniquely and strategically created in order to get like the most fulfillment out of life. Even though I'm not there yet on the application part, but the discovery aspect has been encouraging and exciting, and I just feel like ultimately it would be very beneficial once I do get to the step of application. But however, so boom, right? So let's start by drum roll. I have finally joined a small group, praise the Lord, and so far it has just been so amazing, top tier experience. It's just so encouraging to finally find people who are on the same path as you, that you can not only like rely on to be there for you spiritually, or really even just to talk to because you can relate on a different level, but also just like to know that there's people out there who you can enjoy, that aren't boring, that have the same beliefs as you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so encouraging to finally be in a space where I found people that I can create new bonds and relationships and friendships with, etc., etc. So that's been super encouraging and fun. We're actually having our first outing this week. We're having a game night at Dave & Buster's, so that should be really fun. So by the time y'all see this video, the game night will have already taken place. But yeah, that's a new update. I actually also, which is super crazy, I never thought that I would ever be in consideration for anybody to ask them, I mean, for what? Girl, spit it out. I never thought I would be in the position to be asked to baptize anybody, but that's something that I just did this past Sunday, which is crazy. Super honored to have been considered, but just to be a part of the experience, it was a blessing, and she was super excited about it, and I'm just so happy for her and proud of her. I'll insert a picture of us after the baptism and stuff. It was just such a beautiful experience. And yeah, when she asked me initially, I was kind of like apprehensive about it because I kind of felt like I wasn't qualified or equipped for that type of thing, because it's like thinking about the sin that I struggle with myself. It's like I didn't know if that was like spiritually dangerous or anything like that. And it's like, I know that nobody's perfect and everybody struggles with their sin, but I just felt like the stuff that I've been going through recently just made me not a good fit, if that makes sense. But instead of allowing that mindset to like discourage me from being a part of that experience, I went ahead and just did it by faith, because like I said, nobody's perfect, so I don't feel like I should disqualify myself as a person who can be considered for something like that, because at the end of the day, I know that I'm saved, so it's not like I'm just out here baptizing people and I don't even know if I believe or not, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's another thing. So small group, we're doing that. Just had my first baptism, or my first time baptizing somebody this past Sunday, and I'm sorry if or just things that are, I don't even want to say surface level. Do y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, how do I articulate this? Like, I'm basically trying to figure out how to apply them when it comes to serving, and in terms of even like career wise and things like that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the Lord gifted us with our gifts to serve him and serve others, but in a way that gives us fulfillment. And I feel like a lot of the time we chase that fulfillment in a career or just checking off a part of our list that society deems as successful. But I feel like the true success is found, of course, in Jesus Christ becoming your Lord and Savior and receiving salvation, but also in finding your life's purpose and living and walking in that, you know what I mean? So once you've found your purpose and you're walking in with God in what he's called you to, I feel like that's where you've truly reached your fullest potential, but also you can finally feel fulfilled within your life, you know what I mean? And that's the ultimate goal, I feel like, for everybody. And I feel like people just tie success to other things, because obviously you need money to survive essentially, but that's not what life is all about, you know what I mean? And if you get too caught up in that, then you end up not even enjoying life how it was intended, you know what I mean? So once you can finally reach that level of fulfillment, I feel like that's when you've truly been successful. So that's just where I'm at and where I'm trying to get to in life, finding out how to apply my spiritual gifts in the best way to serve God and serve others. And so I'm just really encouraged and excited to start living out my life the way that God strategically and intentionally created me to serve just a greater purpose than myself, or just being like financially successful, you know what I mean? Even though, of course, like, I want to be comfortable financially, I want to be financially free. Like, let's not get it twisted. Of course, that's also a goal, but I feel like that will come when you're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing within this life. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you can chase the bag all day, you can have like the best job ever, or be making the most money you've ever made before, but if you're not using what God put in you, then it's like you just doing it for a check. And is it worth it at that point? Like, you're still not going to feel fulfilled. There's still going to be a void, and you're still going to feel empty, and you're still just going to be trying to figure out what can fill that void. But it's only God that can fill that void, and fully walking in your God ordained purpose, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are pretty much the main things that I just wanted to update y'all on. Just life recently, and just I feel like I received confirmation on those spiritual gifts, because that wasn't the first spiritual gifts assessment that I took. So I noticed that there was about, I want to say 3 or 4, maybe 5 spiritual gifts that I noticed a pattern in. Because when it comes to like taking tests and stuff like that, it'd be so easy for me to just overthink something that ain't even to overthink. I'll give you an example. So say the question is something like, you like to work with your hands. I'm gonna be thinking, well, I mean, work with your hands, how though? Like, does that mean only in construction settings? Does that mean painting? Does that mean, you know what I mean? Like, I just have so many questions. And it's like, girl, do you like to work with your hands, yes or no? And it's like, for me, it's not just a yes or no. It's just not. So yeah, I struggle when it comes to not 100% knowing if something is what it is or not, if that makes sense. In the sense of like, I just feel like I just have to know. I have to be sure, if that makes sense. Like, I just have to be sure. But anyways, I just noticed that with the results that I did get, there was a decent amount of spiritual gifts that I noticed were in each of the assessments that I took recently. So I kind of took that as like confirmation, along with other things as well. Just like, I feel like the Lord allowed me to remember instances in my life where I've naturally been that way, and it's like, okay, this makes sense, you know what I mean? So I'm ready to explore what it looks like to walk in your spiritual gifts, and I feel like the Lord has given me some ideas for how I can use them. I'm not 100% sure how to start. I have the ideas, but for me, it'd be like the starting. So yeah, I feel motivated and encouraged to start walking in my gifts, and I'm just excited to see what that looks like, serving and just overall in general, and just seeing how things go with the small group, because I'm really excited about that as well, because some of the people that we met, like, we're interested in like the same things. So I'm just excited to see like how the Lord uses our new community. So yes, I think that's about it. I just dropped